Welcome to Education Without Borders. As you can see, we are up country, and up country is a place of nostalgia. It brings back memories of where one was born. But before we get to that, in Education Without Borders this season, the holiday season, we want to ask ourselves, why are people so obsessed with retreating up country? As you can see, it's beautiful. It also brings forward memories. But also, another thing that we have discovered is that there is something not talked about much. And that is what is known as early childhood trauma. Yes, I mean early childhood trauma. Some experiences home were traumatic. Let's think about even historical events. There was time when there was colonization, and in some areas, some people were forcibly removed from where they were. And they were very young, maybe they were less than 7 years old. That's the age between 7 and even 10 up to 12. If something very traumatic happens, then you get certain memories. And one of the memories that I want us to remind ourselves is the memory of being forcibly removed from where you are used to and taken somewhere else, either to detention camps or even relocated to pave way for white highlands and farms to be established. Some of those memories or experiences were never addressed. Indeed, what is known as closure never took place. And that's why sometimes you find people behaving in funny ways which you cannot understand. And maybe they feel that sometimes you could even infringe into their spaces, and they can actually react very, very violently. Therefore, sometimes let's consider early childhood trauma. Maybe your parents were forcibly removed and taken to Burma to fight the Second World War, and you are left alone with your mom. The mothers maybe were very, very overwhelmed with 8, 9, 10, 12 children to bring them up alone. In the neighborhood, you could hear so-and-so has been executed. Those were early childhood trauma. So sometimes when you see people behaving in strange ways, it's important to bring out that aspect so that people come face to face with the closure, so that they're able to move on with their lives. Enough of early childhood trauma. I hope you as a listener will consider whether there are some things that your relatives, even your family members, sometimes behave in a manner you cannot explain. Maybe you need to look at, was there a traumatic experience they went through, especially below age 12? Around that age, you may find that sometimes people behave because they are trying to protect the little that was left. You may find some people really don't even like socializing. They don't even like their spaces they may even be hostile to newcomers. Consider maybe they went through an early childhood trauma. And that is what I want us during this season, consider and come to a closure, so that the people you relate with are able to understand why you behave the way you do. You also need to confront it, face it, come to a closure. Now, that is the end of our part 1. Follow me as we enjoy now the good memories. Forget about early childhood trauma. Now we want to go and enjoy those early childhood memories up country. In some areas, people are very passionate. They call it Moshie, home. Now we are at Moshie, home, up country. Follow me for the up country experience. As people call it, the village experience. Keep watching and we shall have that real feeling. Thank you for watching, and keep watching. We are together. Welcome again. Let's go to part 2 now. These are the early childhood memories Remember part 1, we were talking about the early childhood trauma. These are the good memories, and one of the things that was taught naturally was geography, whereby geography is a study of how the land is. We are here at the slopes of Mount Kenya. The mountain, Mount Kenya, is on my left. As you can see, there is a lot of forested area, and the sources of water is from the mountain, and that water comes all the way down. And you'll find, as you follow me, you'll find that we'll go to a well, a natural well, where water has been flowing for the last 3,000 years from the mountain. Follow me, let us go and check whether there's any water in the well. And on my right, you can see we have coffee. This area is a coffee area, and it's quite hilly, as you can see. So if you look at that, you see a lot of coffee is just about to be harvested in the season. But as you do that, you need to weed it so that it is not infested by weeds. So revision, we have talked about geography. We are at the slopes of Mount Kenya. There's a lot of greenery, a lot of forest at the slopes of Mount Kenya. It is also quite hilly, and within this climatic zone, coffee can grow. So we want to go and check whether the water which has been flowing for thousands of years is still there at the well. This is geography. In Education Without Borders, we would like to really have the young ones experience geography in the real sense of the word. You may not need a textbook here. You only need to come here and learn so much geography. Again, this is Education Without Borders. We shall be going to the well. So just keep looking around. You see the forested area. We are the slopes of Mount Kenya. In Kenya, Mount Kenya is the second tallest mountain, and it is snow-capped. Because of the climate change, you'll find that snow, now the glaciers are slowly disappearing. We would like to encourage those who interfere to really take care of our environment and plant as many trees as possible. As you can see, we have many trees. These are a mixture of eucalyptus. We also have macadamia. We also have avocados, and that helps us to maintain the ecosystem so that our glaciers on the slopes of Mount Kenya, which are the source of the rivers, don't dry up. Let's go and check whether we still have the well that we used to fetch water many years ago when growing up. This is geography, Education Without Borders. So you can see macadamia does well. We have seen coffee does well. We have mango. This is a mango tree. We have pawpaw. That's pawpaw. And we also have avocado. We also have bananas. Are not doing extremely well around here. As you can see, they should look better. And as the ground gets slopey, you'll find we also have other plants and a lot of trees. So this is Education Without Borders, and we are enjoying the season where we want to learn geography from the village. Geography from the village with no textbook, but having the real life experience. We have napier grass for cows around, so just keep following. We want to check whether our water source is still there. So I'll walk a bit quickly as you will look at that. Catch up with me at the well. So land also sometimes needs to be left fallow so that the soil can rejuvenate. You don't have to overexploit the ground. So on this side, you can see this portion has been left. On my right here, if you look on my right, these are beans. These are beans. They're just about to seed and turn green and ready. So again, on my right, this is maize. You want to learn as much as possible. This is maize. These are maize. In another month or two, they'll start having seeds. They will start maturing, and in another 3 months, they'll be ready for harvesting. We are still going down memory lane. Our childhood memories, down memory lane. These are good memories. This place we had vegetables, they have been harvested. There are also potatoes, as you can see. We are learning a lot about both geography and agriculture. We used to call this science. So growing up, we never needed a lot of textbooks because everything was real life. Everything was live. That is what we call online. That time it was online, it was real life. So let's go and check the well. Okay? Check the well. How the well is. Yes, habari. Kizima ndio hii.
Hii
Ndio hii iko na maji lakini ni mzuri hii kutolewa, si ndio?
Inatolewa lakini inarudi. Unajua hii ni mmea.
Hii ni mimea.
Mmea unamea kwa maji.
Kwa maji.
Sasa sababu umetoa maji mingi. Yaani huko chini maji. Ukitokea juu unakufa. Sasa hii milimini ya hiyo.
Imemea sasa mpaka chini.
Imemea mpaka chini.
Na sasa imeenda chini mpaka wapi?
Hata sio naona inatolewa.
Inatolewa kila wakati.
Sasa kakiwacha kadogo tu.
Kanaendelea.
Kanaendelea.
Lakini hii kizima imekaa namna ya hii kwa miaka ngapi? Ukizaliwa ulikuta.
Hii ni ya zamani, hata baba ya Hawa
akiweko tu alikuwa anakunywa maji hapa.
Alikuwa anatumia hii.
Alikuwa
anatumia, hata alikuwa anajenga nini?
Anajenga
kanyumba ya kupiga maji.
Akupiga maji. Okay. Kwa hivyo hii kizima
imetoka. Hata mfereji alitolewa hivi majuzi tu. Baba nini? Baba
huyo hapa mzee
alitoa hiyo nini? Hiyo mfereji ya
ilikuwa inapeleka maji. Kwa hivyo hii kizima hii ni amani sana.
Hii ni ya zamani.
Nataka kuonyesha
hii ni mahubiri ya Mungu hii.
Hii ni mahubiri ya Mungu. Natural kabisa. Tunashukuru Mungu kwa sababu tuko na maji. Na tunaomba tuangalie miti ili maji hii isi dry up. Kwa sababu hii ndio source of life.
Hii ndio source of life.
Sio sasa ulikuwa unafanya irrigation?
Nilikuwa nafanyia hiyo huko. Niko na
wapi? Tutakuja huko kuona hoho yako. Kwa hivyo unatoa maji hapa, una irrigate hapa.
Ninatoa hapa.
Unaingiza hapo na mifereji
iko chini hapo.
Mpaka hapo.
Katokea mpaka huko.
Okay.
Badala ya kulalisha
mifereji juu. Iwe chini. Alafu ukifika huko na irrigation.
Hata natumia hii pump ya kuingiza.
Uko nayo sasa, tunaweza kuona. Sawa. So as you can see, the early childhood memories, we used to go not to the supermarket, but to the shamba to get fresh produce. As you can see, I now have fresh vegetables, which we are going to make without any addition, organic. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have learned and joined me in the village experience, reliving our early childhood. That is one of the reasons we retreat up country. No more going to supermarkets this season. Let's enjoy. At the avocado farm, this is Hass avocado. As you can see, they have started coming out. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 from just this one branch. So you can imagine from all these other branches, this tree alone can give you 100 avocados. Again, we say you don't need to go to the supermarket. Avocados are not obtained from supermarket. They come from trees and from shabas like this. This is continuation of the village experience. Thank you for watching. We are at Bushie.